What's going on, guys? MMA Island team. We got the fight picks. We got Mariya Agapova, one of the biggest hype trades in the female side of the UFC, probably the whole side of the UFC, actually. And she's taking on Shana
I wouldn't
Dobson.
go that far. She had
Yeah, I
one
wouldn't
good
go that far.
performance.
I think she easily.
She had a great performance, and she should be hyped, but I don't think she's gained a level of notoriety or popularity yet. I think that we know about her because we interviewed her and we intently watched her. But people need to be on the radar for Agapova. Sorry to interrupt, but
No,
I just
definitely.
don't think
No, that's what I'm saying is they definitely need to watch out for her. I've heard a lot of people talk about Agapova, so maybe I'm on the wrong side, but I've heard
maybe I'm just not following the right folks.
maybe we'll see. So we got Agapova taking on Shana Dobson. Interesting matchup to say the least. And I will pass on to Zach here to start us off.
So if anything is going to be more indicative of what's going to happen in this fight, you should just look at the betting lines. Agapova is like minus 1,200, like minus 1,200. And for every reason she absolutely should be. Mariya Agapova has shown to be one of the better, well-rounded mixed martial artists out there. Submission game, elite. Striking game, elite. Cardio, elite. Shana Dobson, maybe the worst fighter in the UFC. It was a really strange call out, and to think that you're getting a step down from Hannah Cifers, that's and we saw what she did to Hannah Cifers. Yeah, Shana Dobson is out here getting knocked out by Priscilla Cachoeira. If you're getting knocked out by Priscilla Cachoeira, and you're going to get nuked by Mariya Agapova. It is not going to be pretty. This is my lock of the night. By far, it's one of the easier picks I think I've ever had to make in my entire life. Mariya Agapova is going to win by however she wants to.
Geez, I'll have to agree with you pretty well on the degree of that one as well. This is my one of my locks of the fight, my personal lock of the fight. Obviously, we saw the UFC calculator record break, but if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But this is my personal lock of the fight. I think Agapova, man, the first thing you got to look at is and not to be the guy that just looks at only the records, but 9-1 versus 3-4. Obviously very, very lopsided. You would think that Dobson has fought like some crazy tough opponents, but she really hasn't. And that's the thing that makes it really, really weird is if you're fighting a person that has such difference in it kind of reminds me of what was the fight? Souza and Yoder last week. We had Souza and Yoder last week. Souza had a very, very nice record. Yoder didn't have the greatest of records.
Yoder almost beat her, though. Should have.
Yoder almost beat her, but Yoder also fought like so many more tougher opponents than Souza did. So that's why I kind of understood why they made that matchup. Here, it really doesn't make any sense for me. That call it makes no sense whatsoever. And for the UFC to make it, it's kind of a head scratcher. Man, if anyone here is going with Dobson, I suggest you to put some money down on it because you would be making a lot of money. And if you're betting on Agapova here, it's kind of the whole risk-reward type of thing because if you're betting on Agapova, let's just put it into perspective here. You bet $100 on Agapova to win here, you will get $7 reward. So it's not really the most break the bank type of scenario where it's like, oh, guys, if you got to bet on Agapova on this one, it's a very, very high chance. But as we know in MMA, anything can really happen. But I got Agapova on this one. I didn't mention the UFC calculator, passing it on to that. The UFC calculator has this one at an 83.0% chance for Agapova. Man, really any way she wants to win this one, she totally can. She's just so technical, such a technical striker, very, very good on the ground. Whereas in Dobson, again, we really haven't seen that from her. She hasn't had a win since 2017. Back in the Ultimate Fighter was back on in season 26. And then again, looking at who she fought, Ariel Black, who's currently 4-5, losing 4 of her last 5 as well. So kind of a very, very one-sided fight. The biggest favorite on the card. I'm really shocked to see if anyone's got it, but we'll pass on to Jake here.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to tear Shayna a new asshole here, but I mean, you're 3-4 for a reason, okay? You have 7 fights to your name. You've won 3, not 4. You're uneven. You're calling out a 9-1 fighter in Agapova. She's fighting at an American top team. She's got a good camp behind her. She's got a good base. She's looked good in her last couple fights. She knows what she's doing in there. And Shayna is simply just not at her level. I think that will be displayed in the fight. There's levels to this game, and frankly, she's not at the best one. Either a puncher's chance is all she's got, or maybe a slick submission. I don't know if she pulls it out of her ass. I would be surprised. But honestly, Agapova probably by decision, because if Shayna has this type of balls to call out Agapova, I mean, she better take it to the cards. She better show her
Agapova called
chin.
out Dobson though.
She called out Dobson?
Yeah.
Well, if she's going to call out Dobson, then I wouldn't call it a necessarily easy fight. Then maybe she looks at Dobson as, a real competitor. So then all the more reason to take it to the cards. If you really expect to give her that much credit, then why would you expect her to just, not perform how you expect her to? I see Shayna taking it to the cards purely out of heart, maybe not a clinic, but not a very competitive one. Agapova by decision.
Interesting. It's a tough one, right? Or it's not a tough one, but it's like it's a weird one because I just don't see what I don't. Every time I see Shana Dobson fight, I'm like, what is this? What is this about? Like I don't know. It seems like anytime Shana Dobson comes up against anybody with any semblance of a name, she doesn't come up at all. She's okay. Nico Montano in her second professional fight. Okay, that's a name after beating Cassandra Spatz. Okay, Nico Montano, she lost. Then Roxanne Modafferi, 2 fights later in an exhibition match, she lost. Then Sabina Mazo later lost. And then Cachoeira. I just don't she's going up against Agapova. Agapova is really well-rounded. She's really exciting. I think in the next couple of years she's going to put together quite a highlight reel. The Mariya Agapova paints with blood, and I think we'll get a first or second round knockout by Mariya Agapova. And I don't say that in a metaphorical way. Homegirl paints with blood. So
it's true. Check out the interview on the MMA Island channel. But we got a unanimous decision here. I didn't mention the finish on this one, so I will go by finish. I say she gets a first round knockout. I just think this one's just not close, and the UFC is kind of hungry for fights, and can't really blame them in the time of the era we're in with the whole coronavirus situation. But we got Agapova on this one. Hey, anyone's got Dobson. Hey, man, you will look like a genius in the comments if you say that she does it. She gets it done, and she does get it done. So, hey, drop it in the comments.
And before people say that we're biased because we've interviewed her, yeah, we tend to interview good fighters.
Well, he's not wrong, but like I said, man, just show your support. Let us know in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the other Fight Pick videos.